seen movies where people get human trafficked, but we don't really think much about them. We're just like, oh, good job, Hollywood. Well, today I'm going to present you information from the Ark of Hope for Children.org, humantrafficking.com, and from several articles off of Wikipedia. The point of this PowerPoint is to tell you that human trafficking is a real thing around the world, and it's not just something Hollywood came up with. I'm going to tell you what human trafficking is, that there are places around the world where it's okay, and people affected by it. On average, there are 800,000 people bought and sold across the world every year for forced labor and commercial sex. There are 27 million modern-day slaves across the world. As I've said, there's 800,000 trafficked across international borders. 80% of these victims are women and children. This industry makes $32 billion yearly, and there are 161 countries that human trafficking happens in. 127 of these countries are where the people come from, and then 98 are where they're transported through, and then 137 are where they end up at. So they're just moving them across borders. I don't know how you would sneak people across borders, but I guess it happens. The victims, they get conditioned for their jobs that the human traffickers want them to do in different ways. They get starved, they get confined away from other people, they get beaten a lot, any sort of physical abuse. They get raped so they feel helpless. They get threatened a lot. They threaten the victims' families. And a lot of them are forced to use drugs and are threatened with shaming. And they get threatened to tell their families what they're being forced to do, which I don't know how they would get a hold of their families without alerting the authorities, but a lot of them get branded so that the people that took them can be like, this one's mine, don't take them, kind of like how you would a cow. Human trafficking is a form of slavery. They're forced to work without getting paid. There's 27 million in the world today. It's not technically legal anywhere, but it's socially acceptable in a lot of places. Thousands of slaves are trafficked every year just in the U.S. A lot of the slaves can be found in India and Africa, which I guess kind of makes sense. Slaves work in fields, brothels, homes, mines, and restaurants. Anywhere slave owners can get them. The average slave is $90. Yeah. This is statistics for the United States. It shows that it happens here more than anyone thinks. They need help. Obviously, this isn't something that needs to happen to them. And this is them being confined. So, in conclusion, human trafficking is happening more than we think it is. There are places around the world where it happens a lot, and everyone's affected by it. So the next time you watch a Hollywood movie where this happens, don't think of it as just something that happens in Hollywood. It's in real life.